This song's called The Case of Sydney Barringer. It's my Rod Serling moment. So I'm just gonna Rod Serling for a minute. Smoke on TV.
The tale told at a 1961 awards dinner for the American Association of Forensic Science by Dr. John Harper, president of the association, began with a simple suicide attempt. 17-year-old Sydney Barringer in the city of Los Angeles on March 23rd, 1958.
The year was 1958, Los Angeles, the cityscape. 17 was Sydney's age, the motive was a quick escape. He simply hated his parents, Arthur and Faye, could hardly wait to get away whatever way the wind would take him. See, Mr. and Mrs. Barringer were simplistic bickering characters, disinterested in its bearing on their kid, they had hardly cared for him. Tight budgets and too tight quarters might cut their fuses lights shorter. Tense turbulence tend towards testy cursing fits that steadily worsen or render the term domestic disturbance to tender attempts at encouragement. Arthur was a worthless lush. Mother was a termagun. Her words would rush to work him up to sure enough a hurtful drunk. He'd redden quick, clench his fists, leave her eyes with purple lumps. She threatened him a deadly risk. Her screams aside preferred a gun. So said Sid, this settles it, and he devised a terminal jump. He felt like a lost son, beaten down more than brought up. Seemed slaughter was all that they want done in the long run. Then Arthur cut his short funds off just to afford more gut rot. That was the last straw, plucked from a haystack whose needle is mom's love. These thoughts rush on while he's loading the shotgun, then scrawled a note describing why he'd climbed to the 9-story tall roof he'd choose to take that fatal fall from. Not even a week elapsed and the bonds that were weak collapsed. We can ask why. We've seen the tragic good and evil clashing inner demons, battling inner peace and eons past. If only the powder kegs that sparked the heated flash arguments in that apartment with all the frigid shoulders, the Titanic seething madness would inevitably be crashing. Perhaps the tragedy wouldn't have even happened. The Barringers bicker back and forth, tit for tat, of course, this and that endured. Bitch and bastard roared, bric-a-brac his sword, pissing match procured. Sid just grabbed his mournful, disturbing note and fled, a whisper out the door. Enraged from that violent portal, meditating he preferred to go. Ascend to the diving board roof, fight escalated as he's curling toes. In no way is this child support, trembling vertigo. Never saw down that 9 before, his place just a third below. Despite his suicidal thoughts, terrified to build courage to go. But when he heard them both, this pushed him over that edge. As he stepped off of the ledge, his father's back was pressed against the wall from the same side from which his son just stepped. Fending off Faye's firing squad impression, an unprecedented accident. The gun kicked back and by awful chance, the bullet had hit Arthur, missed Sid, ripped apart his chest. As his body plummeted, this was the cause of death. Since in a Ripley's Believe It or Not event, had it not been for the shot connecting, Sydney would have fallen, yes, but been safely deposited into a window washer's net. Since he'd loaded the shotgun, you'd guess the suicide was a success. Forensics figured at fault and said that Sydney was an accomplice in his own end.